know my friend knows. I know it took a good while, but here it is finally, the Q&A of my sides and me. Before we start, I want to apologize in advance if your question is not answered in this video, as it's impossible for me to answer them all. If you really want me to answer your question, you can ask in the comment section and I will answer it. Another thing, despite being deceit, Lincoln doesn't always necessarily speak in lies. In fact, his tone is the key to figure out if he's lying or not. However, in this video, everything he will say is the absolute truth. This way it won't get too confusing. Also, you all know I'm a girl and my sides are boys, except for Lawrence, who's non-binary, and Kim, who's both a girl and a boy. So please forgive my awful voice acting. Well, without further ado, let's answer these questions. Hey, Future Dar here. It's just a little message that I wanted to tell you guys because at the moment I started working on the Q&A, I still had my long hair. But throughout the making of this, I got sorry for the stuttering, as a lot of you might know already, I have a new haircut and my hair is now shorter than it was before. But since when I started working on this Q&A, I had my long hair, that means I also had my old monochrome striped sweater. Well, for my avatar, I mean. So yeah, the drawing in the Q&A of me isn't accurate anymore. It's not accurate anymore at all. The design of like me with long hair and the striped monochrome shirt will now belong to my old persona that actually became an OC through roleplays with my friend. So it's not my persona anymore, it's officially an OC. My avatar now looks like this. I have shorter hair and my shirt is now pink with darker pink stripe on it. I still have my black pants and my shoes are also a bit different. So yeah, this is now my avatar, and the long hair with the striped shirt, well, the striped monochrome shirt, it's an OC now. Why do I stutter so much? Anyways, back to the video. Bye guys! Innocent Cinnamon Roll asks, which side came first? And for our beloved bean, got our pastel. Also, could you do an impression of your sides? I'll answer these myself. The first side who appeared was Morality, aka Kim. Lawrence followed not so long after. The two of them could be considered having appeared practically at the same time. Andreas and Noah also appeared around the same time, but later on when I was in elementary school. Laken appeared after Noah, like not so long after, but I wasn't aware of it at the time. So yeah, Laken is the youngest side. Also, I love both goth and pastel, and well, I'm technically going to voice my side, so does that count? I'll take as if it counts, okay? Extreme Dazzler says, question for all sides. What is your favorite instrument and why? Mine is piano. Violin. It's a very beautiful instrument and I absolutely adore the sound it produces. I could listen to it all day. The guitar. Such a beautiful instrument. Hearing its music always brings a smile on my face and relaxes me when I need it. I like the drum. I like percussions. They're fun to do and they're fun to listen to. At least for me. I'll also have to say the guitar. It's nice and comforting to me. It always helps whenever our host father would play some. I like the piano just like you. A soft yet powerful instrument. I've always loved the music it produces, especially since it can be very calm and sweet, or powerful with emotions. Adorable Virgil asks, are you in a club? As in cooking, book club, drama, anything really? No, I'm not in a club of any kind. There aren't any clubs in my school anyways. Rainbow Animation says, for Andreas, do you think that you're the precious bean? Or anyone else is? Me? Oh, I'm not a precious bean. I'm a prince, my dear. The precious bean is obviously Kim. And Lincoln, he's a close second. Katie Bree Tompkins asked two questions. For all, what do you do for fun? And for Andreas, what's your favorite thing to do with the others? We do movie nights. It's always nice to gather in the living room together to watch movies. And I love cuddling my family. As for the other question, well, I love spending time with my loved ones, so I suppose movie nights are also my favorite thing to do. Kawaii Potato says, to all of you, I want to hug you all! And for Dark Angel, you're such an amazing animator. Aww, thanks kiddo, that's so sweet. Come here so we can hug you! And thank you for the compliment, I'm glad you like what I do. Real Twisted the Wolf asks, can Kim get us cookies? Of course I can, silly. What kind of cookies would you like? Harry Potter and the Sides asks, can your side meet Thomas's sides? I think they would all get along well, but do you have secret sides that we don't know about? Is a slimy boy hiding them? Slimy boy? Well, Of course, there are others. And yes, I do hide them. I don't do it to be mean, I promise. I do it to protect my family. To protect the host. I swear I do it to protect them. As for the first question, we know who they are, but it would be impossible for us to actually meet them in real life, considering we've never met Thomas Sanders in real life before. Also, please do not refer to Lakin as Slimy Boy. It makes him uncomfortable and we would appreciate if you wouldn't do it. Okay, Lots, okay, calm down. But really, if you want to refer to Lakin as something else than his name or role, use Snake Boy or things like that. Snake Boy sounds cuter than Slimy Boy. And nicer. Plus that nickname is for Thomas to see, not mine. Newest of all Muse asks, do Andres and Noah like each other, either friend or relationship? Or are they like Ro and Verge when Sendersides first started out? Well, I mean, we've had our differences before, especially since we're complete opposites. But it is quite fine now. We may tease one another with nicknames and such, but there's no harmful meaning behind it. Yeah, so we're chill. So that means I can blast some MCR in my room? Don't you dare. Dazzlestar asks, do you have any more sides? Like, I have my main ones like morality, anxiety, and logic and stuff, but I also have others like my sporty side and my gamer side. Well, yeah, I probably have other sides, but I won't ask Lakin about it since I know how he feels about it. But I'm pretty sure I'd have a sleep side too. Or maybe sleep is a subside? I don't know. Angie Wolf asks, do Lawrence and Kim like to cook? If so, what? While I do not enjoy it, it can still be nice to do. Relaxing if you do it well. I love cooking and baking stuff, especially snacks and sweets. The kitchen is like my other room as I spend so much time in it. Amara0305 asks, to everyone, do you all get along well? Have any fights occurred among yourselves? If so, what caused them? Well, we all get along, but I wouldn't be surprised if there have been fights, though I'm pretty sure it always ended well. You are correct. Most of the time, it started because either Noah or Andreas started messing with the others, and it went overboard, but it's always resolved in the end. Cinnamon Bun Animates asks, Hoi there, I was wondering, do you guys like desserts? Cause I flippin' do, and my sister. Of course we love desserts. Who doesn't? I don't know, but I sure love them. Patton Sanders asks everyone, do you like MCR? Yeah, obviously. Look, one or two songs I don't mind I guess, but I don't want that to be played all day. It's not my first choice, but I like it. Yeah, sure, it's nice. Not my favorite music genre, but I don't mind it. Well, yeah, I like MCR. Don't listen to it all the time, but I enjoy the music. Magical Badute asks, to all, do you love each other? To Kim, can you hug me if I was in front of you, or support me when I feel nervous for covers? Live flashback. Our love for each other is undeniable. Aw, sure thing, kiddo. I'll definitely hug you. We all support you no matter what. Cinnamon Bun Animates asks once again, do any of you guys sit in weird places? Kinda like what I'm doing currently? The others don't really do that, while our host only does it from time to time. However, this is something I definitely do. Sugar Bagel says, this is for Kim. Did you know you are literally the cutest thing ever? Beside my girlfriend. Oh, wow. Thank you, kiddo. That's so sweet of you to say. Tribe/Deceit asks, do you like bowler hats or top hats? Deceit. Really trite. Well, I don't wear hats since I don't look good wearing them, but I don't mind them. They're cool. Sure, I like hats. Yours are really nice too. Nathan Wardog asks, do any of your sides remind you of famous people? Also, for all the sides, how much do you guys like dogs? Or cats? Cats are fabulous too. Not really. Other than looking at the original sites for inspiration, I don't think they remind me of other famous people. If they do, please tell me. Also, we all love cats and dogs. That we sure do. Can I pet them, please? Blue Moon says, question for all the sides. What's your favorite animal and why? Also, congrats on 8K subs. Thank you! Aww, but I love a lot of animals. But fine, okay. In that case, I choose puppies. Fluffy, cute, and adorable. I like cats. They're nice and cuddly, and like me, they're lazy. Do fantasy creatures count? If they do, then I choose a phoenix. Beautiful and majestic. I suppose I would say an owl. They are beautiful birds, and if my memory serves right, they are associated with wisdom? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I do not like providing false information to our host. I love snakes if it wasn't obvious enough. Not just because I'm part snake. Honestly, if I could be warm-blooded, that'd be nice. I just love snakes. They're cool. Alex911 asks, what's your favorite band and favorite song by it? Aw, please, don't make me choose. I love too many of them, it's impossible for me to do so. Musicals all the way, my dear. However, if I have to choose a song, let me think. I suppose I will go for Rewrite the Stars from The Greatest Showman. I am aware that it is not a band, but it would be hard for me to find one considering that it's not the music I listen to. I listen to Celtic music, especially Celtic music made by Brenneville and Adrian von Ziegler. Their channels will be in the description. I'll have to side with Lawrence here. I also mostly listen to Celtic music. Panic at the Disco, and my favorite song by them is I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. It's not really a band, but I like Vocaloids. I love a lot of Vocaloid songs, but I guess I'll go with Len and Rin's version of Electric Angel. Venom Trash asks, favorite Disney movie and why? Lion King, it's my childhood and my favorite story since I was a little girl. Aladdin, I love the story, the songs, the villain, and of course the genie was the absolute best. I enjoyed Inside Out a lot. A wonderful way to picture how the brain would work, alongside a heartwarming story of accepting certain emotions. I love Moana. The graphics, the story, the songs, everything was awesome. I wouldn't mind rewatching it many times. Look, don't make fun of me for this, but I really enjoyed Coco, and I may or may not have cried. Sage Cohen Ryder says, for everyone, favorite muffin? Chocolate chip muffin. Chocolate! Blueberry muffins. If there are caramel muffins, I definitely take those. I don't really eat muffins, but I guess I'd go with carrot muffin. That one anime girl asks, what's your favorite game to play with all the sides? If I could literally play a game with my sides, it would probably be board games. I have a game called, well, I'll say it in English because it's in French, Truth or Nonsense. And it's really funny. I'm sure we'd have a lot of good laughs. Brie Likes Art YouTube says, to you and all your sides, favorite show, musical, book? Steven Universe, Be More Chill, Harry Potter. Hunter x Hunter, The Greatest Showman, Harry Potter. Space documentaries, Hamilton, science books. Steven Universe, Dear Evan Hansen, and Goosebumps. Assassination Classroom, Heathers, and I only read on the internet. Probably Hazbin Hotel when it will be out. Mean Girls. I don't really read books that much, so I don't have a favorite. Polaris asks, what's your favorite word? I don't think I have a favorite word. Maybe frick? Fluffy! Accurate. Legit. Indeed. Snake. Challenged Gamer Cat says, question for the sides. Do any of you have crushes and / or dating anybody? Question for you. What's your favorite thing about your side? And which side do you like the least? And they all run for cover, aka they don't want to answer this. My favorite thing about them is that despite being parts of me, they're also their own person with their own personalities. I know they look like the originals, but still, they're different. And I love them all equally. Rainbow Girl 157 says, question for you. How are you? And what made you watch Sender Sides in the first place? Question for Lakin. Do you get along with the others? The rest of them, including you? Views on Lakin? I'm good, thanks. And I've answered that in the first Q&A, but to make it short, I remembered about Thomas' channel and decided to watch what I had missed before. Well, yeah, I do get along with the others. I know it took a while before being part of this family, especially because of the facade I used to do around everyone. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve this kindness, but they keep telling me I do, and I trust them. So yes, I get along with them. You're not implying that we don't like him, do you? Lakin maybe lies, but he's the sweetest out of all of us. He wouldn't hurt us on purpose. He may side with Noah whenever he messes with me, but we're all just having fun. Look, I already feel bad enough about leaving him behind when I left to join Kim and the others. Lakin is my best friend, and nothing will ever change that. I do appreciate Lakin's presence. He's kind and calm, and the fact that he enjoys me talking about space does make me happy. I love my kiddo. He's so sweet and caring, like I am, in his own way, of course. And if you dare make him cry, I will come for you. Okay, calm down, Kim. Please don't mind them. They're just protective. But they're right. Lakin isn't bad at all. Despite being biased and self-preservation, he's very caring and sweet. The Ultimate Fender asks, how did you come up with the designs of your sides? I mostly got inspired by the original sides, but probably also by other things that I don't remember of. I guess I just tried stuff out and was like, hey, I like this. The One Bad Animator says, the Senders, how do I look? That's a cute pose. I'll assume you meant my sides and not the Sender sides. Also, you look adorable. Val Borja says, I was wondering, how long did it take you to get to your current style? I just really love it. And since when have you been a TS fan? Thank you. And trust me, it took years before I got the way I am now. Developing your art style takes a lot of tries and time. It took me about 10 years to get this style, well, if my memory isn't giving up on me. And I've been an official Thomas Sander fan like 6 months ago. I say official because that's when I watched Thomas' YouTube videos and not just his lines. Lol, cats are animating asks, is Ender as extra as Roman? Well, I can be extra, however, I don't think I'm as extra as Roman is. Candy Studios asked, hey Kim, can I get a hug? Do you consider Noah as your kiddo? Like how Patton calls Verge kiddo? Aw, kiddo, of course you can get a hug. And I consider them all my kiddos. Except for Law, we practically appeared at the same time, so I can't consider them as my kiddo. Chloe M asks, are there any inspiration/hidden meanings behind any of your sides' names? No, not really. Most of the names were found by my friends, except for Kim and Lawrence. Well, okay, I chose Lawrence because the nickname would be Law, and they're the logical side, so it kind of fits. I think I found Andreas in a list a friend gave me. Funny thing, his name means strong and manly. And honestly, I just found it very funny. The Zingmaster 2579 asks many questions. Lawrence, how are you slightly hugged? I'm so sorry. Andreas, do you have a sword? If so, can we see it? Lakin, how many pet snakes do you have? Noah, are you part cat? Like Virgil's sister. Dark. Kim, where do you get your hair dyes? Thank you, I suppose. I do have a sword, but you unfortunately are not allowed to see. I have 2 pet snakes. The first one is an albino Burmese python, so basically a yellow python, and his name is Slither. The second one is a smooth green snake, and her name is Elfie. I'm literally the one causing her to hiss, so yeah, I guess I am. I don't know, kiddo, I just summoned them. Snebun Bean asks, Kim, do you like sweets? If so, which ones? I like all kinds of sweets, but my favorites are still chocolate chip cookies. Minecraft Katniss 505 asks, Kim, do you like puppies? That is all I ask of. Yes, I love puppies. They're so adorable and cute. I just want to pet them and take care of them. Eliza Tix? Forgive me for the pronunciation. Anyways, question for Kim. What's your favorite cookie? Dark, which of your sides do you relate the most? Like I said, chocolate chip cookies. I mostly act like Kim and Noah, so I suppose I relate most to these two. Extreme Dazzler returns with another question. Kim, what's your favorite song and why? Please be reasonable. Aw, but I can't pick one in particular. There's so many. Yeah, not fair. We love too many songs. Isabella Santiago asks, Hey mom, I was wondering if you could have your morality pick out nicknames for your other sides. Hey Kim, can you find nicknames for the others? Other than their actual nicknames, of course. Sure thing. Okay, let's see. I need to find something else than love, lay, know, and envy. Oh, I know! Sweet Nerd, Snake Child, Anxious Bean, and Dream Prince. That... Lol, okay, whatever you say, Kim. Chrissy Cox asks, Lakin, what kind of snake are you? What's your favorite musical? And what eyeliner are you wearing? Cause I need some of that. I'm not an actual type of snake, but I think I would be close to a viper, I guess. And already answered, my favorite musical is Mean Girls. As for the eyeliner, I'm sure any eyeliner of quality can do the trick. KN and MN asks, Lakin, do you hate Noah? What? No! No, why would I hate Noah? He's my best friend. Why does everyone think we hate each other? Nissy Plays says, so, Lakin, what's the funniest thing you ever did to the other sides? I'm not really a prankster, but seeing Andreas getting a tight hug from Slither is amusing to watch. Hug? Your snake wraps around me so tightly I can't even breathe! It's just cause Slither likes you, fancy pants. Rowan Stewart says, Hey Lakin, I love you. Just needed to get that straight. Also, how are you? Oh, thank you. You're really kind. And yeah, I am fine, thank you. The Limited Artist 64 says, Question for Lakin and Noah. Who's more edgy? Noah, me. Mixing Magic says, Hey Lawrence, could you explain something? I know one thing, that I know nothing. Jaden Barlow asks, Hey Lawrence, Kim, how well do you two get along with each other? Oh, we get along greatly, right Law? Indeed, we do get along. However, I would still appreciate if you could be a bit more responsible, especially when I have to stop the others from running around when it would be logical for you, as morality, to stop them yourself. Aw, come on, don't be like that. You make a great parental figure for them. Tierra99 asks, Lawrence, what's it like living with the other sides? Well, it is interesting, I would say. They can be loud and annoying sometimes, and not listen to me. However, I wouldn't change this family for anything. I love them for their qualities and their flaws. Nameless Trash asks, Lawrence, who's the cutest side, apart from the obvious? I assume that by obvious you mean Kim, which is correct. In that case, I will have to say Lakin. Sprite Lil says, Woo! Well done, you deserve it! My favorite side out of yours is probably Andreas. He looks so cool. Loves. For Lawrence, what is your opinion on feelings? Aw, thank you, sweetheart. You're amazing. Right. Unlike what you may think, I do not lie to myself by saying I do not have feelings. I know I have emotions and I acknowledge them. Sure, I don't want them to get in the way of my work, but acting as if they didn't exist would be an idiot decision on my part. Loki's World LOL asked a few questions. Sorry, I had to. For Lakin, Andreas, Noah, and Lawrence, are you guys scared of Kim when she/he gets mad? For Andreas, how gay are you? For Noah, what's your favorite thing to do? Look, honey, imagine someone who is usually all smiles and hugs and kindness, and then suddenly they get angry and start yelling at you and scolding you with the mean look. Imagine that and try to tell me it doesn't at least make you feel nervous. Also, I'm super gay. Yeah, an angry Kim is no fun, like at all. Though, my favorite thing to do is lie on my bed while listening to music. Calms me down, you know? Chip Mel asks, who are your favorite YouTubers at the moment? Not including Thomas. Aw man, I love so many people. I won't name them all, but you guys know all of the animators that inspired me, art YouTubers I love. I'll put their channels in the description so you can check them out if you haven't. Platinum Shadow Girl asks, Noah, do you know Virgil? Question for Kim, did you know that you're adorable? Also, wanna bake cookies together? Well, I we're all parts of Angel, so yeah, we know about Thomas Sanders and his sides, but like, we can't meet them IRL, you know? Aw, no, you're the adorable one, kiddo. And sure, let's go bake some cookies for everyone. Kaylee D says, question for Noah. How do you feel going out in public and talking to strangers? Do you feel shy or have any panic attacks? Right. Public speaking. Sure, I'm a bit shy, but surprisingly, I don't have much of a problem talking to strangers. Talking to the cashier isn't too much of a problem, and having a small talk with a stranger isn't problematic, unless of course they are giving us red flags that this person is suspicious. It's when Angel needs to talk to many strangers at the same time that it becomes a problem. Oral presentations are horrible for me, and being in a crowd? No thank you, I want to stay home. No need to get all anxious because you're surrounded by a crowd and can't escape. Red Leader. Noah, if you had to date one of the sides, who would it be? And he ran away. Miss Wolf asks, Noah, what calms you down after an anxiety attack? Laken, do you love snakes? And if so, how much do you love those snakes? Music usually calms me down. That's why I listen to it a lot. Being pet is also calming me down. Whenever I'm panicking, if Kim is not there for me, I usually go to Lawrence and they always let me lie on their lap and they pet my hair. I'm not the only one doing that, Laken does too. Well, their lap is comfortable, and their calm nature is really helping. And of course I love snakes. I love them all with all my heart. Leslie Bull asks, question for Noah, what makes you the most anxious? Are you sure you want the whole list? Because I don't think I want to make other people anxious by talking about them. Angelic Farhado asks, Noah, what's it like living with the other sides? Lawrence, what's your favorite food? Dark, how did you start drawing? Can be a bit crazy and loud, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I guess I'll go with tortellinis. They're delicious. Well, since this is a question that I believe I've answered in the last Q&A video, I'll keep it short. I've drawn all my life, but it really started when I was in 4th grade. I was bored and my mind was like, hey, I have a piece of paper, a pencil, and I love Blaze the cat from the Sonic universe. I'll draw her! So yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog universe is what made me start drawing. And I'm forever grateful for that. X Dreaming asks, congratulations on 8K! I honestly think you deserve this greatly and get many more subscribers in the future. Questions for all the sides. What are your opinions on each side? Thank you so much, oh my god. And because I don't want them to make a whole text for everyone, I'll ask them to keep it short. Andros is loud, but always here to help. Kim is present and caring. Noah is snarky, but someone we can always count on. Laken is sweet, but we have to work on his self-confidence issue. Locke can be a bit too serious at times, but I love the way that they are. Andres and Noah should learn to not go too far with their teasing, but they're still amazing kiddos, and Laken is my sweet little bean. Kim is always willing to help if needed. Law and Noah get on my nerves sometimes, but I wouldn't change anything, and Laken is helpful and kind, but he needs to work on his trust issues, and we'll be there to help. Lay is my best friend. He's sweet, and we got each other's backs. Andy can be annoying, but it's still nice to have his outgoing personality around. Kim is like my mom, always here for me when I need, and I love them a lot. And Law's calm personality is something I appreciate a lot. I know Noah feels guilty for leaving me behind, but it doesn't matter now that we're together again. We'll always be best friends. Andy is a bit too much sometimes, but we all love him that way. Kim and Law are very kind and sweet to me. I love them. Rainbow Player asks, how is your size friendship's last relationship? Well, they all get along and they're all friends, that's for sure. A family even. Now, I won't lie, I do ship some of them together, but nothing is canon. We'll just see how it goes. And even if it does become canon, we can ship whatever you want, I don't mind. Have fun. Zifatrough Love asks, if you and your sides were crystal gems, who would y'all be? Okay, so I took a quiz and got Garnet, and I'm not really sure why. I thought I'd be Steven, but okay. If someone can explain to me why I could be Garnet, please tell me. As for the others, I'll say the answers myself, it would be easier. I didn't do a quiz for all of them, I read the other quiz answers and the character descriptions to decide which crystal gem they are. If you have other gems in mind for them, please let me know. So, I believe Lawrence would be Peridot. Peridot is calculating and takes her work very seriously. She doesn't like being disturbed when she's indeed working. She's very honest about what she thinks, and just like Peridot did, Lawrence learned how to keep the hurtful opinions silent. If you have nothing good to say, then don't say anything. Sure, Lawrence is not as extra as Peridot, but I still felt like it was the best match. Andreas, however, would be Ruby. Ruby is passionate and emotional, and is also a bit of hothead. She can be suave and romantic, as we can see whenever she acts around Sapphire, and will put the well-being of her loved ones before hers. Despite being a hothead, she knows how to admit when she's in the wrong. These traits fit Andreas a lot, as he'd give up his life if it meant that the others would never be harmed again. He is the embodiment of creativity and passion, and is also the core of romantic emotions. Now, Kim would be Steven, optimistic, friendly, outgoing, kind-hearted, and carefree, but is in no means ignorant about what happens around them and are still very mature. Just like Steven, Kim will support their loved ones no matter what and will never use violence unless the situation is forcing Kim to do so. Steven is understanding and sweet, just like Kim tries to be at all times, and will do anything to help the ones they love. Noah would be Lapis Lazuli, struggling with his past and anxiety and not forgiving easily those who has deeply hurt him. Careful about the world and people around him, yet eventually realizes and learns that he'd rather stay with his loved ones than alone by fear of getting hurt. Exactly like Lapis. I know Sadie isn't exactly a crystal gem, but I couldn't find anyone else that would fit Lakin. Sadie is friendly, reserved, and kind-hearted. However, she feels like an outcast and thought no one wanted to be her friend, which is something Lakin relates to a lot. He has a low self-esteem on himself and fears of still being an outcast despite being with his family. Sadie also hates being played, as she will get furious if someone is treating her in a certain way to manipulate, kinda like Lars has done once, which is exactly how Lakin will react if someone tries to play him. He will snap and his confidence and feelings will be extremely damaged. Okay, so I don't know if it's accurate, I could be wrong. And also, forgive my stuttering if I stutter. It's hard to read sometimes. So if you see a gem that would fit my sides more, please let me know. Purple Rose 13 asks, what are some other skills you have besides drawing? Also, what music do you listen to? I love singing, it's my best hobby other than drawing that I do. And I pretty much listen to any kind of music, I am not too picky on that. Katie Potato asks, what do you usually do to help you go to sleep peacefully? I don't do anything specific, to be honest. I just try to follow the no computer or phone 30 minutes before going to bed rule. Alan Who Knows asks, Andreas, what do you like to do when you're bored? I usually go to the imagination realm. There's so much stuff to do here, but I mostly practice my sword fighting skills. Juliana Hurtado asks, what else do I like to draw besides the center sides? I'll assume you meant me. Other than the center sides, I love drawing my own OCs and my friends' OCs. I like drawing animals too from time to time. I Like YouTube asks, questions for all of them, favorite kind of pet/animal? Dogs! Cats. I'll have to go with the dogs too. I am unsure. A bird, maybe? Snakes, obviously. But I like cats and dogs too. Castiel Winchester asks, for everyone, what song do you relate to feel like the most? This is me from The Greatest Showman. The lyrics give such a beautiful message and a wave of support. The song is beautiful and the lyrics are really inspiring to me. I'll have to say Shadow Me by Lindsay Sterling, featuring Lizzie Hill. I don't relate to the lyrics 100%, but I really enjoyed the song. Absolutely beautiful. Breathe In by Ariana Grande. The song itself is awesome and the lyrics really speaks to me, as you can guess. Little Do You Know by Alex and Sierra. I don't relate that much to the song, but it's a beautiful song and I adore the story told through the lyrics. Be Somebody by Thousand Foot Krutch. Other than Celtic music, that music is the genre I love to listen to, and the lyrics really resonate with me. It's probably not the song you think I'd say, but On My Own by Ashes Remain is a song that speaks what I feel. I relate to the lyrics. God, I can't believe I just admitted that. Ashley Rose asks, what's your favorite center sides animation you've done? Well, I like all the ones I've done, but I'm extremely proud of how Patton, the man of the wall, turned out. Rexy Genki asks, how/where do you get the audio for your little animatics? Well, are you asking for the vines or the incorrect center size quotes? For the vines, I watch Vine compilations and then find the vines I want to use individually, while for the incorrect center size quotes, I just use the Undertale soundtrack. Jojo the Wolf 17 asks, which Disney/Pixar movie are you most excited for this year? Frozen 2, Toy Story 4, Lion King CGI, Dumbo CGI/IRL, or Aladdin IRL? I'm honestly not that excited about the remakes of Lion King, Dumbo, and Aladdin. I love the original movies, but the trailers of the remakes didn't catch my eye and hype me that much. I'm however excited about Frozen 2 and Toy Story 4. Don't Call Me That asks, which one of your sides do you act the most? I mostly act like Kim. Apollo's Hufflepuff Daughter 16 asks, which of your sides is the most likely to do something ridiculous for fun? Oh, that's definitely me. Yeah, but don't you freaking dare, Fancy Pants. A Friendly Fender asks, which side is the most likely to sleep for 24 hours and get up unfazed? I guess that would be me. Kind of. Sandy Candle asks, who do your sides likes to hang out with the most? For example, Andros and Kim are really close or something. I do enjoy Lakin's presence. He's calm unlike the others, and is always happy when I talk to him about space and theories, which makes me happy in return. I still enjoy the others' presence, but their loud shenanigans can be annoying for me. Lakin and I are usually spending time together, but I still like my time alone in my room. I guess I spend time with Andy too. I mean, it's fun to tease him. It's so freaking easy. Well, I try to spend time with mostly everyone, but it's nice to simply relax and have a talk with Law. Otherwise, I spend time with Noah and Andy. We like playing together. I happen to be a lot of times in the imagination realm by myself. Otherwise, I spend time with Noah and Lakin, even if they tend to push my buttons. And of course I spend time with Kim too. I mean, they're always happy to play games after all. Oh, I love spending time with all of my family, but otherwise, I'm usually alone baking stuff for them while they play. Lauren Bates asks, ask to everyone, who is your most and least favorite person to be around? Also, what's on Lakin's face? Makeup. Makeup is on my face. As for your question, I guess my favorite person to be around is Law, and the least is... Actually, I don't think I have a least. As much as Andy is someone I care for, his sprint outgoing nature is a bit too much for me. I prefer calmness, and this is why Noah and Lakin are my favorite people to be around. Kim, they're always so happy and cheerful, and being around them makes me smile every time. Least favorite person to be around? That would be Andy, not because I don't like him, just because we mostly tease each other and he too is able to push my buttons. Kim is full of joy and always willing to play with me. They're my favorite person to be around. Least favorite is Noah because he's pushing my buttons too much time per day. Aw, I love being around all of them. I can't choose. I love my family. Well, technically they're all parts of me, so I spend time with them like 24/7. Mean Queen asks, who is most likely to kill someone if they wake them up? I wouldn't read that drastic, but that would be me. The Weird Potato asks, questions for your side. Why are you different genders and/or sexualities? Right, that question. I'll answer it myself. It's because I really couldn't picture them as girls. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't. I don't know if it's because I prefer drawing boys than girls, but meh. But I guess that making them different genders and sexualities just makes them more human. Yes, they are a part of me, but they all have their own personalities, and that's something I love about them. They're not just my size, they're kind of like people. At least that's my way to see it. Sunshine Crystal says, I have a question that needs to be answered by Noah, honestly. Why do you not admit that you're clumsy? Oh my god, why'd you bring that up? I'm not clumsy, that's all. Yes, you're clumsy. No, I'm not. Don't mind him, he's just embarrassed by his clumsiness. Shut up! Sage Oniagrol asks, why did you start YouTube? Also Lawrence, Do you believe in life after love? I honestly didn't start YouTube with the thought of becoming a YouTuber. I just wanted to make these videos for fun. So I honestly didn't think I'd reach such a big number of subscribers. I'll assume you meant love after love, and I believe this is a song reference. However, I suppose love after love exists if you're able to let someone else in despite having loved and lost before. Victoria Ortiz says, okay, I'll shorten that one up because I barely know the melody of this. Do you like waffles?
Yeah, we like waffles.
What the heck? Well, that's one way to end this video.